What's up, everybody? What's up? What's up? What's up? Should be sending out a notification. What? 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 Ooh, do I see it yet? What's up, y'all? Let's see if I see the live stream. Oh, I see it. Oh, okay, period. I'm seeing it. I'm seeing it. I'm seeing it. How y'all doing? Hit the like button as you come in. Jessica. What's up, Tila? Miss Hano. How you doing? Kicking it with Tay. Taurus twin. What's up? What's that? Keshawn, how are you? Brittany, what's up? What's up? You can't wait for your reading? All right, girl. Listen, I'm waiting, y'all. Look, we've been on time, on schedule for our readings, period. All right, so this is literally, what's up, Jazz? This is literally like us just talking, and we will pull a few cards. I wanted to talk a little bit about, some of the, of course, viral topics. We don't have to talk about any of these people. We could talk about all of these people, actually. But I decided I wanted to start since my daughter is off for the summer, and my last client was literally at 7:30. I was thinking, you know what? I'll start coming live some nights, just so I can start seeing y'all. This is not a guarantee I'll be able to do it every night, but it definitely shows, I was like, I guess I can do it, right? So welcome to the chat. Don't forget to hit the like button, and there'll have more people that'll come through, as this live stream continues. What's up? What's up, Mrs. Darlene Dickerson? What's up? All right, so let's get into it. Our first the first group of people I want to talk about, and y'all can choose who y'all want to talk about. I have Diddy and Young Miami on the thumbnail. I have Porsha and Simon. I have Chrisean and Blueface. I have Cardi B and Bia. They're not on the thumbnail, but I want to talk about them too. And again, this is more of, again, that's why I put celebrity news, because this means we could just talk about it, pull a few cards if need be, but mostly let's talk about it, right? So who do you guys want to start with as far as the discussion? I know who I want to start with, but I'm gonna let y'all decide, right? I'll let y'all decide who we're gonna start with tonight. And again, thank you for coming through. It is currently, what time is it? 9:24 here in New Orleans. Don't forget to like, don't forget to comment, and please do not forget to subscribe to the channel. What's up, Yamiko? How you doing? Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Don't forget as well, the special is still going on, right? We have the summer special that's going on for June. That special is extremely affordable, so don't forget to check it out at bluenolatarot.com, bluenolatarot.com. All right, don't forget to check that out. So let's go ahead. Who y'all want to talk about? I see somebody say blue and rock. Somebody, I already know what you're trying to talk about, so I already figured that. What's up? Watching with my homegirl. What's up, homegirl? How you doing? What's your homegirl's first name? What's up? Let me shout her out. Some new oils, just until I get a few people in the chat. We got this conjure oil. This is a nice size one, y'all. Like, this is a nice size one. The last time I bought some conjure oil, it was like the size of this one, right? Look how small that is. This is Art of the Root. I love this brand. And then this is actually the Protection from Evil oil. And then I have the Fiery Wall Protection oil. And these are both considered protection oils. And then I have the Conjure oil. I'm always up to something over here. So I have the Conjure oil. They actually have an expiration date on here. Expires on May 30th, 2025. So she's starting to put expiration dates on her products. But I love these. I love Art of the Root. I'm sure a lot of people do. And this conjure oil, I love this too. This is like, I think this is the Mother's Mystic Water. This is my second, maybe or third time ordering this one, right? This is a spiritual oil, but I love it. Look how beautiful it is. Oh my God, that richness and all the just herbs in there. Just great, right? Just a great. I love it. I have so much of this, y'all. Y'all have no idea. And then, of course, I have these new burners. I have three of them. I have two back here. But these are the new burners where you could put your incense in, your cones, and just let that burn out. I just would caution people just to just keep the top off until it goes down somewhere. Where do you purchase? You can get it right off Amazon. She has her own. The girl who owns this has her own website. I'm sure this person has a website too, but I know for sure she has a website. I've been on her website. So you can purchase directly from her on the website, or you can just go through Amazon. Again, it's called Art of the Root. You'll see the pink and white label. They're pretty affordable. I think these might be like $7 to $10 a piece. And I believe, I can't remember the price of this one, but I was just pleasantly surprised with the size of this one. This is great, right? So just a few new things, a few new trinkets on the Buddhas, the female Buddha, the water Buddha, the male Buddha. Also on the, I call it a crystal tray. Those are, I'm going to start changing the colors up. So you'll notice like this is tiger eye, tiger eye, tiger eye. And of course my bracelet is a tiger eye. I got tiger eye back here, got tiger eye back there. But with the seasons, like Christmas coming up, you're gonna see me do like or maybe a red, and then the green, and different beads and stuff like that, just to just change the color up with the seasons. But yeah, let's go ahead and get started. So I just was just talking. Again, this is a talk session, so feel free to just jump in and throw what you want to throw out there. So somebody wrote in the chat, Chrisean and Blueface. So I see Blueface is up to his old tricks again. And let me just say this for the record. If you have been following me on Instagram, and if you have been listening to any live streams that I've done on Instagram, and if you've even followed me here, I already said that Blueface, I don't know why we are so delusional, or why some people continue to be delusional. Did we believe that Blueface was going to go in jail, right? Get the Bible and change his ways? That's never going to happen, guys. He's not changing his ways. All this time, Chrisean has been home, holding it down, paying bills, doing whatever she needs to do in order to maintain whatever they discuss. This is what she gets. She gets the disrespect because she didn't come home by, what did he say today? 10 p.m. He wants her to come home by 10 p.m., right? Um, I just, I told y'all on Instagram, Blueface is not changing. He's coming out with the same energy. My sister asked me this like last week. She said, well, I hope Blueface, she mentioned this to me, and I hope he comes out with different energy. I say, you wish, you hope, you pray, but that's never going to happen. I told y'all last week on Instagram, I said I had an actual dream about Blueface. He was coming with the same energy. And this is exactly what he proved today. So for the people that have been listening to my live streams on Instagram, I was correct in what I was saying about he is going to continue to behave the same exact way. Right? What's up, Kenya? Miss Jones, what's up? There's no changing. There's like this, Blueface would have to have a nice lengthy time where he was sitting down, right? For him to really, now what would be karma on his ass? Now, I'm not wishing nothing on him, right? But what would be karma is you think you getting out, right, on the 10th. And what would be karma is that Las Vegas people pick you up. See, this is how you gotta watch how you treat people, right? Because you're almost at the home stretch. You're almost at the home stretch, and look how you're acting. Over what? Over somebody not coming home, or they went to their house, or whatever. And if y'all want to ask questions around there, you certainly can. But I told my sister, and I told y'all last week, and I told y'all last month, there is no adjusting. Blueface is not making no adjustments. You heard what he said today. It is my way or the highway, right? You either come home at 10 o'clock, or you can get the hell on out of there. And what's crazy is that Chrisean would go back into that situation. I know she loves him, but what's crazy is she went back into a situation. And so many of us do this though. So it's not just a Chrisean thing where we're in somebody else's home, right? We're in somebody else's home. And in a snap of with the snap of a finger, the person could tell us, "This is my house. You can leave. Get out. Do as I say, or you can leave." Right? It's just shocking that it can happen. That's how easily it can happen when you're in somebody else's home. So I will tell all women, men, don't get into a situation where it's that person's home or this that person's place. Make sure is your name is on that place. Cause when Mad Day come, look at exactly what he's doing. You online calling her a bitch, online telling her she can either you can stay or you can go, online saying you need to be home by 10 or whatever. So I just would say to Chrisean, I know she is a she's a Pisces, and she has a good heart, but at some point you have to be able to say, this is not I'm not tolerating this. Especially if you're sitting there holding somebody down. And let's talk about the holding down part, because I see a lot of people talking about she's stupid. No, she's not stupid. She's not stupid. If she and this person, just think about it like this. Think about when Keisha Kayor, right, was holding Gucci Man down. Now, their relationship was a lot tighter, a lot stronger. But just think about for a second, what if Gucci Man was in jail? Somebody got to pay those bills if they're going to try to be a couple. If Offset were to get into some situation, who you think is going to hold those bills down, despite him and Cardi having their problems or whatever they got going on? The something they've made a decision to move forward with this relationship in this way. I see absolutely nothing wrong with Chrisean holding him down, but I do see a problem with him being disrespectful. I really do. To right now today, if you were dealing with a man that you were trying to have a real relationship with, or you wanted a real relationship, and y'all made a decision to do this, and you were in his house, you would hold it down. No, don't bullshit me. Don't bullshit me. I talk to people all day long. So I see a lot of people. I don't know. Maybe it's because of the younger generation. A lot of the younger generation, and I say this with all due respect, a lot of y'all are in situationships. A lot of y'all haven't been in, like, I'm not saying everybody, but maybe it's because so many people are not in tangible relationships. They don't see things a certain way. Because I just noticed like the 30s and younger, they seem to have a certain mindset around certain things. And it's like, if you're really in something with somebody, you're going to hold that person down if you really love them and you want to be with them. I don't get like, but I talk to so many people that's 30 and lower. They're not in real relationships. They're always in situationships. This is shocking to me. So I say all of this to say, um, I don't see any problem with the fact that they decided to hold each other down. I have a problem with the disrespect. I have a problem with the disrespect. That's all I have a problem with. How dare you? Now we have people who are upset. My sister was talking to me today. She was like, and I hate to keep bringing her up, but she was talking to me about this today, and she was like, she's sitting here holding Blueface restaurant down, but she didn't help her sister. Well, at the end of the day, a lot of us sit here and will hold a man down or hold a relationship down, and we could have helped somebody in the family, right? We act like that doesn't happen every single day, you know. Um, we act like that doesn't. Should you make promises that you're not gonna keep? No. Should you get yourself in something that you feel like you're in over your head? No. Maybe her intentions were good, and she decided she was in over her head, right? I don't know. But at the end of the day, her sisters, they're old enough to be her mother. These sisters are what? In their late 40s, in their mid 40s, in their early 40s. Some of these girls are old enough to be Chrisean's mother. And she's 23. At no point should any of them be expecting her to come and rescue them financially. We all have to do our part, right? Okay, I have a good week, right? I make $7,600. Does that mean I gotta go pay somebody in my family bills? No, it don't. Now it's okay if I want to be generous and I want to share, but it's not a requirement. And we gotta learn how to say no. We gotta learn how to tell people we can't do it. We gotta learn how to tell people I don't have that type of money, right? But we also gotta learn how to be humble. We also got to learn how to be humble because we out here, you know, fanning money around acting like we got it. So then people think we got it. And then we may not really have it like that, right? We may not really have it like that. So I think like we have to be realistic. A lot of women sit here and they'll hold a man down financially and they sister out here struggling with the kids. I'm not saying it's right. I'm just saying it actually happens. So I'm just saying. The mom being homeless. We got 12 siblings. And a sibling is approached social media to say her mom's homeless. Well, I see you was sitting somewhere with a roof over your head. Why your mama not over there? You the oldest, right? You say the oldest of 12, the black sheep of the family. So you should know what that looks like, right? So why are you on social media talking about your mama homeless while you sitting under a roof? If your mama homeless while you sitting under the roof, you need your ass whipped and all of y'all need y'all ass whipped. How about that? Because see what happens is while you trying to make somebody look bad, you're making everybody look bad. All y'all look bad. There's no reason why you should have a homeless mother while you have a roof over your head. There is no reason in the world. Even if you give your mama, if you say I'm a pay, I got 12 kids. Everybody give $100 a month so we can give mommy a place to stay, so that we can get mommy on her feet, so mommy can have a hotel every day. You got 12 kids. We got 12 kids. 12 kids can band together and help their mom out. You shouldn't even be fixing your mouth to be on social media talking about your mom homeless while you sitting with a roof over your damn head. It's just shocking to me. Right? This is just my opinion. This is my opinion. Um, there would be no way. There would be no way. I would never fix my mouth to even say that. Because then somebody gonna say, well, what are you doing? I'm struggling too. Well, you have a roof over your head. You're doing a little bit better than your mom if she allegedly homeless, right? Supposedly homeless. Okay. So let's go ahead and she had put her mom in a place and she didn't want it. Let me say this. You can't make adults do what they don't want to do. You can't make adults stay where they don't want to stay. I'm just saying she got 12 children and some of them are in their mid to early 40s. She got 12 grown ass kids and nobody should be online talking about their mama homeless if they got a roof over their damn head. And even if their mama don't want to come stay at their house, y'all got 12 people that can band together and give $100 a month to their mama if you want to go that route to make sure your mama have a place to stay. You know? But Spirit, give me the energy around Chrisean and Blueface. Is this a setup? Is this a scheme set up by Todd? Can you please be quiet? Milton Scott, come to the front of the congregation. Moderators, if I have a moderator in the chat, give Milton Scott the attention that they deserve. Give me the energy around Chrisean and Blueface. Is this a scheme set up by Todd for attention? Or is this a real breakup? Is this a real situation? Chrisean and Blueface. This feels like a real situation to me. They have a trouble aspect here, and then they have a trouble aspect here. This is representing pessimism, right? This is what it talks about. They have been doing so good, though. When you look at her, these first 3 cards, actually these first 4 cards, don't put them in a timeout. Milton, since we need to be quiet and I need to stop talking, you're out of here, right? You're out like Pam. We don't do timeouts at all. I don't do no timeouts. I don't play no games. If you disrespect the chat or me, I don't time you out, baby. I don't do that in real life. All right? So, I'm trying to block them. Let me see. I think you did already. Hide this user from the channel. I think you did. I think you did already. Okay, perfect. Oh, I did. Oh, wait, hold on. I think I hit Miss Honey by mistake. Hold on. Let me try to get her back. I'm gonna have to go into. Hold on. Let me see. I think I did. I did click her by mistake. Trying to click somebody else. Hold on. Hold on, y'all. Let me get Miss Hano back. But I think you did him already because it says Tila Milton was hidden by Tila. So I think you did him already, Tila. Anyway, take a look at these cards. We have the Strength card, the King of Pentacles, the King of Wands, the King of Cups. We have the Eight of Pentacles in reverse, the Three of Cups here. We have the Nine of Pentacles, the Hierophant, and then the Page of Wands along with the Two of Wands. So take a look, take a listen to those. I need to get Miss Hano back because she I clicked her off by mistake. Let's see if I can let me see how I can get her back. I can't even remember, y'all. I did that to I think I did that to what's her name before? Remember I did that to who was that? I think there was Paradise before. I think I've done it to Paradise before. Let me see who I got as moderators. Okay. All right. These are the perfect moderators. All right. I'm trying to remember how I did it. She may be able to listen, but she may not be able to comment unless I take her back out. I got to figure out. I can't remember. Let me go to customization. Hold on. I can't remember. I really can't remember how to get. Hold on. I can't remember. Okay, if you're listening, I clicked you by mistake. I'm going to figure out how to get you back in if you're listening. But I just can't remember right now. If somebody can remember, let me know. I don't be on here like that. And once I put you on block, I don't take you off. So I don't remember. I don't even remember how to I see my moderators. I see all my moderators. But once I take you off block, I don't remember. I don't take you off. I don't take anybody off once they go on the block list. I just can't remember right now. So you clicked her. You can't click on her name. Me either. I couldn't click on her name either. But if you're listening to me, I will, when I get a minute, I'm going to go back in and figure out how to get you back in here. I've done it before. I just can't remember right now. I'm sorry about that. And it's for Miss Hano. Trying to delete Milton. Next time, just put anybody that's being disrespectful. Just put them in. Just kick them completely out. Don't give them a chance. But I'll figure it out. All right. So let's get to the reading. All right. So this definitely represents that in their messages they were actually doing really, really good. They have the King of Wands and then the King of Cups, and that means his attitude, his temperament. This represents he actually was doing pretty good with Chrisean. So she probably sitting there like, damn, he went crazy, because this represents he actually had been doing pretty good. So even though we're seeing him being disrespectful and actually called her BITCH, this represents his messages. They have been doing pretty good, having patience with each other. This talks about maintaining positive control. This talks about them talking about their plans and their future. This is him. He's involved. This also represents charm and romance, and I miss you and I love you and I can't wait to see you. And then all hell breaks loose because he doesn't trust her with that third party situation. And this talks about, like losing focus, right? So it does show that they actually were doing pretty good until this actually happened. And then this is all hell broke loose. This is what it's showing. I don't feel like it's over, right? They do have it in messages to reunite and come back together. But I was saying this on the first video, the second video, and the third video, even leading into all of this. Blueface has not changed. And I told you guys on even the last live stream that I did, I believe, that when he does come out, I feel like he'll still be trying to maintain some relationship with her. But it's not going to be to the degree that he said it will be. It will be. So I see it here in their messages. A lot of their plans and their ideas, the things that he was talking about while he was in this situation. It does show here setbacks, right? You gotta watch Blueface. Remember, he weaponizes things and situations. This this page of wands is a person who can weaponize a situation, a person who can weaponize a situation, a person who can weaponize something against you, just like he weaponized that lie detector test. You know, like he'll try to weaponize how many partners she's had or her level of honesty. This is the type of stuff he'll use in order to have some wiggle room. You got to watch Aquarius men on the dark side. They do shit like that. Pay attention to a lot of Aquarius men um, that have those similar traits of Blueface. They'll take a difficult situation, they'll weaponize it against you, and then what they'll do is they'll use it to yo-yo you back and forth. So this talks about when he gets out, this could create what they just did. This could create setbacks around their ideas and their plans. It can create pessimism and lack of direction. So just know that he can take the fact that, you know, she wasn't home and she went to the house and I don't know where she was and who she was with, and if she was with somebody and it's mighty eye she did that, it can lead into what? Delays. This next message represents fear of unknown. So when you see this fear of unknown message here, I do feel that there's something that did happen between them. I'm gonna say this too because me and my sister kind of, we agreed to disagree. Um, she was like saying, Chrisean hadn't been calling live, and I felt that was mighty odd. I said, but if you really was reading her body language, you could see she was concerned. You can see there was a air of concern. I know they lying. You could see that there was an air of concern in her energy, in her face, right? And this is what that Two of Wands represents for her: a fear of the unknown, a lack of planning. She started in that moment saying, well, I guess, she's talking about the tattoo and, kind of having her own place and kind of what she was going to do. She started to do this normal thing that women do and that people do when they're in that situation. Like, I don't know what's going to happen, so I gotta start planning ahead. But I don't feel that it's over between them. And I do feel like there was a little bit of, unfortunately, when people are in jail, they do have this thing that they do in order to cope, where they'll speak on things and make plans about things. I see it with even in real life with clients, right? They're dealing with this guy and we're gonna do this and we're gonna do that and we gonna do all of this. They get out of jail, then the first week to the first month, everything good, and after that is going downhill. Right? I don't do Aquarius men, but I love Capricorn. Oh, okay. All right, all right, all right. So just know that he has been heavily, heavily having real conversations with her around, you know, direction and money and business and, you know, vision and creativity and entrepreneurship, honoring his commitments, loving on her. He has been talking to her, even with this message, if you double read this, about having kids. He's been talking to her about all of that, y'all. So she's not making none of that up at all. You know, the Three of Cups could represent baby, in the messages. This could even be a situation where a person could have been telling you, oh, I want to get married. That's a marriage card. This is a marriage card, right? These both represent marriage. So at the end of the day, there was some things that he definitely been telling us. She's not just making that up. So I do see where I do see that that this is not just a put on, that it was a real issue. All right. So anybody have questions about that? Anybody have questions about that? Let me know before we move on to the next. I think I found it. Oh, no, no, I did not find it. I thought I found it. Anybody have questions about that? Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Make sure you share if you care. And we're going to start moving on to the next phase of this. So they look like they're having a little bit of trouble. It's not over for them at all, right? I don't know how people were reading what people were reading into that. Like, it's over. He's about to kick her out the house. He ain't over about shit. If you want my opinion, if you said, okay, somebody just said, is he using her? I feel like to some degree, right? I feel like to some degree because when you see that Ten of Pentacles, this represents somebody, again, she's getting somebody, she said there's nothing, I'm not getting it. You know, you're getting to be in his home with your child with him, even though he's not there, you're getting to kind of stabilize yourself with that situation, right? But I don't feel that Blueface has the money that he's saying he has. And notice that Wack really didn't come out and completely say that's not true, that's a lie. And notice Blueface didn't even say it over the phone, right? So let me just say this. I just feel like he knew and he knows that Chrisean is going to hold him down. And she is a ride or die person. And she's going to take care of business. And so what would a normal person do in that situation? Normal person would want a person who's going to have their back and hold them down and all that. So if you want to consider that a person that, you know, got somebody to get into the space in order to make sure that his house was saved and the bills were paid and when he come back he have a place to stay, yeah, this represents investment. I believe he got the money. He has invested well. He barely getting lucky in Kentucky. Blueface was on the verge of losing his house. Are we forgetting that? Until he did that deal with that one song deal with Jaden with the people. He ain't had no money. The house was behind by almost $1 million. If Blueface had money, he wouldn't have been stressing that much. He literally waited the last day to save that house out of foreclosure. Remember, the house was in foreclosure. 800 and something $1,000. Right? So he was struggling. He was struggling. And remember, he did that one song deal, and I believe Jaden said they got $500,000 from that deal. Well, remember, his house was in default for 800 plus thousand. Jaden out here at clubs and pubs and high schools trying to make money. So I believe, I mean, compared to money I have in my bank account, he may have more than me, of course, but they don't have the money that we think they have, y'all. Right? You're lavishly spending, you know, doing certain, you know. So, no, because if he had money, Chrisean wouldn't have to be there picking up any expense. She would just be there. Right? She would just be there. But that Ten of Pentacles in reverse can represent a financial struggle. Okay? So, no. 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 Even that Nine of Pentacles in reverse. You know, you're getting Zeus money. You're getting, what's this? Tronics money. That's not major money. I mean, look at the money that Ray J paid is paying some of those folks. That's pennies. Right? I'm sure he's getting something from it, but Ray J ain't paying nobody no, you know, $80,000 per episode. Come on. I'll be surprised if he's paying $100,000 per episode, enough to where, you know, again, I mean, he could be doing that for Blueface, but I mean, Blueface, Chrisean is not sitting there paying his bills for her health. Let's be clear. I'm still looking for, what's her name, trying to get her back in. All right, so that is on that. So, you know, if you ask me, you know, I do feel like, to me, if you brought this person in to maintain your home, to me, that's you're using that person to some degree. if you want me to keep it a real, a buck. But at the same time, if you're living in a space with your partner or the person you're in a relationship with and they go down to some degree, the person probably will more than likely hold it down. That's a choice you make. So, two things can be true at the same time. Okay, so that is on that. We have any other questions? We have 167 people in the chat. I still don't know how to get her back in. I'll have to figure that out. So who are we talking about yet? You using them and you trust them. I agree. That's why he moved Jaden out. Chrisean can stay in the house and pay bills. Stay in the house and pay bills and maintain. But we keep on. Let me say this though. Let's not act like he doesn't want. He play a lot of games, but he does have feelings for Chrisean. Let's not get it twisted. Let's not devalue the fact that he has something with her. Let's not devalue that. You know, I don't think she's just there to pay his bills. I think, and we talked about this before, he definitely wants her running off with nobody else, right? So, do you think her star power? Yeah, 100%. I think it's, her star power with her fan base is strong, but her star power with the masses. Y'all were even telling me y'all were sick of Chrisean and Blueface. Like, y'all were telling me, please stop reading on these people. Y'all were telling me, please, let's move on. Y'all were literally DMing me. Y'all were on Instagram. Y'all were telling me in the chats. Y'all were telling me y'all were over it. This is why we haven't touched this in so long. You guys were literally telling me it's over, but it was a choice that she made. To some degree, if you want my opinion, I felt like it was good for her to sit down for a little bit. I felt her whole entire pregnancy, I felt her whole entire pregnancy she was running. The moment she never sat down to really kind of just be a mom and just take a break. So in some ways, I felt like maybe that was needed and that was necessary. Maybe that was needed, just to sit down for a little bit, take a break, and really focus on herself and her baby. So I don't think that was a bad thing. But I do feel like people, once she decided to get back with Blueface and get that tattoo and move in the house and unfollow Junior, people were just done. People were just done. You seem to like Chrisean and Blueface together and not fond of Jaden. What are you talking about, Empress status? What one negative thing have I said about Jaden? I'll wait. Empress status. Get to the front of the congregation. All right, so the next thing is you. Let me see. Let's see what else you got. Does he love the baby? And I'm gonna just give my opinion because I don't want to do any readings on the baby. Let's talk to you guys about that already. I feel like you have to be careful having a baby with a person who didn't want to have a baby. We see this a lot in real life where we go into situations, we get pregnant and a person didn't want the pregnancy. They weren't prepared to even though they had sex, they weren't, I just feel like before she even had the baby, there was so much chaos around her having that baby. And it almost makes me feel like he separated himself, right? He never formed the proper attachment to the baby. He separates that, right? He separated it in his mind. For me, I feel like it may be some care or concern with limitations, right? They got people in real life that actually do this with their own children. And he's managed to do this with this baby, with his baby. So I don't feel it's unconditional, because if it was unconditional, as parents, we do everything to protect our children. We do everything to shield our children. And when you expose your children to the world because you're upset with somebody, you're not protecting them. Blueface is the cause of all this bullying that is happening to Junior. Blueface is the cause to all the disrespect that's happening to Chrisean. Blueface is the cause to all the bullying that's happening to Jaden. Blueface is the catalyst for all of this. So when you look at it in big picture, personally, I could never be with a man who did this with my child. I could never be with a man that could tell me how much he missed my pussy, but he ain't telling me how much he missed my child. I could never be with a man who exposed my child's privacies or my child's condition. I could never be caught with a family, this family, right? I could never be caught with this family, period. So it's just, it's something else, right? It's something else. So you just, to me, he's the person that has managed to keep these people bullied. This is why everyone is getting bullied. All right, so I think that is what we have here in our for them. All right, so let's go ahead and get to, let's see what else we're talking about. What is the outcome with Chrisean and Blueface? If she prosper? So let me see what Pretty Paid 2023. It says, what is the outcome of Chrisean and Blueface? Will she prosper and have a good career without Blueface or Jaden? We talked about this before. Like, he's gotten them both to a point to where, as you can see, they're not making real moves unless he's making that decision, right? That would take them a while. He has real control. He has real control over them in that way. That would take them a while to do that. There was a reading I had done on them some months ago that I had deleted. I wish I would have kept, because I said Chrisean was going to do this very thing that she's doing right now, which is she was going to, pull herself back. I already knew Jaden was, going to just kind of do her thing, come back and forth. It wasn't going to give too much, but yeah, I don't think he's a pimp, but he has pimp energy. He definitely has some pimp mentality, but I don't think he's a pimp in the sense of a pimp. Like, he's not like, a real pimp. Like, what's the guy named Sharp was a pimp, but he definitely has some pimp energy. All right. Do you see jail time for Chrisean in the future? We talked about that too. You must be new here, huh? We talked about that as well. We talked about the fact that there's a whole video on her legal situation. So yeah, there's a whole video on her legal situation. Give me the energy around Chrisean's legal situation. Let's do an update. Chrisean has the Moon card, which represents and she also has the Three of Cups in reverse. Moon is hiding, and Three of Cups is isolation. So I can see her continuing to stay out of, I can see her staying, trying to dodge the law, in order to avoid any issues, right? Confirm the energy around Chrisean's legal situation. She does have the Ten of Swords. This talks about fear. And the problem is that there's an inevitably, it'll catch up to you, because one day you can get stopped or there'll be a situation. This represents some external forces. You know how people have been calling the people, the police. This talks about some external forces trying to create a situation. So she needs to be very careful about um she needs to be very careful about giving her location, because these people, they really want her. Like these I don't know what's this like. I don't know how people spend day and night hating a person. You have to be like completely miserable, like for real. But this represents external forces trying to control her situation and create a bad narrative for her. And then she also has a message around destruction or a shift. And then she has another message here around being blocked. So I would just, if I, I know she watches videos, I would advise her to be really careful um, about going live. I would be really careful about giving my location, because there's something about external forces trying to create a situation for her. So she needs to be extremely careful with that situation. So that's that. All right, we have more people to talk about. Is there anything else before we go? When I first saw the tattoo, I said the same thing. I was like, that tattoo is not real. But I guess it depends on the way you have your phone, right? If I set my phone a certain way, the words are going to be backwards or forwards. It just depends on how you set your phone. But I said the same thing, but that tattoo looked pretty real to me. Yeah, I said the same thing. I even asked the chat on Instagram. I'm like, do y'all believe that tattoo is real? Um, you know, that tattoo looked real to me. All right, so let's see. Let's see what else we have, and then we're gonna go to. Ain't the police though? It's someone else. Let me say this. They got people that be on the run for years, but even people on the run for years, um, they get. You just have to be careful, because you can get caught up, right? And her and Blue getting into situations. Her and Blue tangle up. The police get called. They get into a fight. She has to be like, right now, she's telling people about her games and where she is. I think she quit that, but um, that's sending people her way. They have people trying to send people to the house. Blue gets out. If he gets out, and they have a situation, it's like now she's in jeopardy. So I just feel like she needs to be careful, right? Because it isn't her messages that she can get into a situation, and it'll be because of external forces, right? External forces mean outside people trying to get her caught up. Remember, the grave you dig for someone, dig too. I'm going to repeat that. The grave that you dig for someone, make sure you dig one for yourself. Make sure you dig one for yourself. All right, so let's start switching gears a little bit. If we're done with Chrisean and Blueface, and let's get into Diddy and Miami. This is really over between Diddy and Miami. She unfollowed Diddy. Why did she unfollow Diddy? Was it the abuse? Did she not know? What was Young Miami's feelings around seeing that video with, Cassie being abused? Give me the energy around Young Miami. How did she really feel about seeing Cassie get abused? Young Miami is trying to protect herself and her brand, right? She's trying not to get pulled down with him. Don't get it twisted. She still has feelings for this man. Do not get twisted. She still has real feelings for this man. This almost feels like a forced isolation. This is an isolation from this man, making a sacrifice. This talks about her also too, her career, right? If she doesn't leave this situation, it will affect her career. It will affect her. It's already affected her. It talks about, I think she knew that they had problems, but I don't believe she knew to what degree. You know how some people may tell you a story in a certain way that doesn't sound as crazy as it really was. She has the moon card, which represents secrets. So I don't feel she had a lot. I don't feel she was completely clear as to a lot, right? I don't feel she was oblivious, but I don't feel that she was completely clear. She still loves him. Um, she still loves him. She has it here in her Queen of Cups. She still loves this man. But I think she is here sitting here like, think about this for a second. My career, my brand, my kids. Think about all of that, how people are viewing that, right? You are with a man who is basically a monster, a man who is abusing people, a man who is on camera doing this. I think that camera thing was the last straw, right? Seeing that on camera, this talks about that. Put her in reverse. That Page of Cups that represents disappointment. These two are the Page of Cups and the Moon card are kind of similar, because when you see these two, these both represent there was some deception there. So I do feel like she wasn't oblivious to they had problems. There was some serious, some stuff going on, but I don't believe she knew to the degree, right? That's what it shows, because when you see these, this can represent a person. This is why I always tell women, don't just listen to what a man tell you about the relationship. No, find out for yourself what's happening. Because a man will sit there and make it seem like, well, we used to be tussling. You know how we people, and next thing you know, you find out he whipping her ass. Find out what really happened. Know what really went on. Don't just have a one-sided view of what somebody's telling you. Cause now you're looking like you got egg on your face. You sit here defending him, talking about he pissed on you. Now you're trying to backtrack. You got a whole daughter out here looking crazy, 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 crazy. So I do feel that a lot of this has to do, just like when with J-Lo. J-Lo distanced herself from him when he had that shooting incident with Shine, remember? Because it was affecting her brand, it was affecting her business, it was affecting how people were seeing her. And this is what is similar to Young Miami. But let me say this with Young Miami. I do feel like even though she's unfollowing him, she has this hermit here. And this hermit could be, and I'm just gonna say this, she could secretly still, and she could secretly still try to see him without people knowing it, right? Because that hermit is people that are going under the radar, right? Under the radar, introvert, only seeing each other in certain places and spaces where other people can't see. But just know that she still loves him. She still loves him. Um, Give me the energy around Diddy. I think she's gonna be seeing him, like sneaking around and seeing him where people in the public eye are not seeing it. Give me the energy around Diddy as it relates to Young Miami. Two of Pentacles. Three of Cups. I feel like he's all over the place. When you see that Two of Pentacles, even though he look like he be outside skirt, he on his little bike, he doing this, he doing that. These messages represent a person who is trying to balance and prioritize his time. This represents a shift happening, and this represents feeling very unorganized. I could see him wanting to take time for himself too, because there's a lot. Like, he has a lot going on. But I could see him, but this is just spiraling, 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 and it's going to continue to spiral. This is what it talks about. I can imagine his team, because this is quick thinker. I can imagine his legal team saying, is there any situation or any person that you had association with that could come out on you before I'm trying to say, like, before they say something? Is there a situation that you could think of that could put you in a bad light, that could put you in a bad thing? Because when you see this can represent they're trying to get ahead of it, right? But this Knight of Swords, baby, karma has come to collect on you. You had a disregard for consequences, unpredictable behavior. You acted a fool for many years, and this has now caught up to you. And there are more people who have something to say about you. A lover's card in reverse. Lover's card. More people that you were associated with, dealing with, kicking it with, that's going to be saying something about you. Like you didn't put yourself in a trick bag. More communication. Right? More people going after what you've built. More people trying to block you. Life spiraling, continuing to spiral. Right? And he's still going to be talking about brother love. More secrets to come out. Still going to be seeing brother love. Irritates me about him. All that brother love shit. Brother love, peace and love. Love each other. Find the love. Full of shit. Full of crap. This is why, I'm going to tell you something. This is why I'm glad I'm the way I am. I don't pretend to be doing all that kumbaya stuff. I'm from New Orleans. I'm going to say what I want to say. Some people might not like everything. I'm not going to sugarcoat nothing. I'm going to be respectful until you get disrespectful. Then I might get disrespectful. I just keep it real. Because when you start doing all that fake shit, you're not really being yourself. All that fake old brother love stuff. Give me the energy. We keep hearing about the indictment is coming. The indictment is coming. Spirit, is the indictment actually coming for Diddy? Sean Combs. Is the indictment really coming? Phew. The indictment is coming. The indictment is coming. The indictment is coming. Finances a mess. Organization a mess. Drifting. Hopeless. Aggressive. Demanding. Blocked. Yes. Stability affected. This is showing up, if I had to give a time frame, this is showing up 2 months. This is actually another 2 months. Starting today, between 1 and 4 months. Starting today, between 1 and 4 months. His Queen of Wands is in reverse. This represents him facing an obstacle. His Two of Cups is in reverse. It represents a separation from family, friends, a hindrance of something coming, an imbalance. Not that he'll be arrested, but there's something about him being pulled. Queen of Wands in reverse. I'm sorry, the Empress in reverse. That's an isolation factor. Right? So it is showing up like something's happening. So again, it's not set in stone, but I'm counting up. This is 2 months. This is another. This is 13 weeks. So 1, 4, 5, 7, 12. So that's 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. So if you looked at this, this represents at minimum 1 to 2. At max, let's just add this. That's 9 plus 8 plus that 2. So, but it shows sooner rather than later. All right. Now, at the end of the day, he put himself in that situation. At the end of the day, he created this life for himself. At the end of the day, he chose to deal with prostitutes and put his hands on people. At the end of the day, he decided to be a tyrant. At the end of the day, his lifestyle caught up with him. We can't feel bad for that. Y'all feel bad? I remember when I did the reading on Cassie. Remember? I had people telling me she was just looking for $1. Where are those people that said that? Because I said it happened. And I said he was going to settle. He settled the next day after I did my reading. Y'all remember that? But they had people telling me she just looking for a come up. She just looking for $1. There are people in the chat on the shade room in the neighborhood talking. All these people talking about she just want $1. But it wasn't until the video came out where you saw her getting stomped and kicked, and she was defenseless. Where are those people? Are they back in the chat saying I stand corrected? I apologize. I was wrong. Nope, they don't come back. They don't say nothing. They just scoot on along. They just scoot along. Crazy. All right, so thank you, Monet. Tila, thank you for being here. Thank you for moderating. Love y'all. So he has the Hierophant. So you may be hearing something about that. What you call it? That people, the committee of people that convene. You may hear about this sooner rather than later. This group of people are going to identify something that they feel that there's a belief that they feel that they're going to move forward with Hierophant. So don't be surprised if you hear that the people who do the indictments that they came together. That we're hearing rumors, but this is actually Hierophant is this organized situation coming together. Hierophant can represent they come together and they make a decision around, they evaluate, they make a decision, right? Hierophant. Indictment. Yeah, all the people got quiet. They sat there and got on my video with that mess and confusion. And I'm going to be honest, I don't care how Diddy feel. We could do, how does he feel? What does he think? I mean, I pulled that, but shit. We did a whole reading on that. Okay. All right. All right. So that is on Diddy, Young Miami, and the indictment. Blueface and Chrisean. Oh, did y'all want to pull? I mean, I didn't feel like I needed to pull anything on Jaden. We're not gonna go back. Grand jury. Thank you, Tracy. Thank you. I appreciate that. It went out of my mind. I appreciate you. All right, so I didn't pull on Jaden too much because it just felt like this is really between Chrisean and Blueface. All right. So Porsha and Simon Guobadia, of course, they are fighting over who can have use over the house for Porsha. If Porsha can have use over the house to do her Housewives of Atlanta thing. I remember when I did the reading on them, not y'all, I ain't gonna blame all of y'all, but they had a lot of people in the chat talking about it was for the show. Isn't that interesting how Blue Nola said it was real and it is real? Let me stop being messy. It's just for the show. It's for the storyline. No. These people are slinging and banging the paperwork. Okay? These people are water down roses now. So Spirit, give me the energy around. Will Porsha get exclusive use over the house to film the show? Will she be able to film the show inside of the house? He's going to try to block her. But it shows in her messages, there's something about agreement. So it does show movement and change. All right? Movement and change. But he's blocking her. And let me tell you, he's going to give her a run for her damn money. Let me tell you something, girl. You are messing with a man that has been tangled up with paperwork for years. Whether it's his paperwork, somebody else's paperwork, financial paperwork. He used to all this red tape. He gonna give you a run for your damn money, girl. So it does show he's blocking her, right? This represents stuck. So it shows him blocking her, stuck. But then it shows a potential change here. This talks about action and change around her being able to make some changes. But he gonna give her a damn run for her money. Do you hear me? Run for the money. Inevitably, I see divorce for them, but let's confirm it. Give me something. Give me the energy around something else. Yep. Simon ain't no joke. Yeah, she met the right one, baby. But remember when I said in the first reading, I felt like she really didn't love him like that. I feel like she grew to like him. But in the very first reading, I said she really didn't like that man like that. It was too easy for her to walk away. And then, she started showing all this affection and attention. I'm like, well, maybe she changed. I was thinking, damn, maybe I was wrong. Look what she doing. Look what she doing. Go to the first reading I read on them. I said she really didn't like this man like this. And then, of course, she over there hugging and kissing in my boo. So I'm like, well, damn, maybe I'm wrong. I don't know. Look what she just did. She didn't stand behind him. She didn't stand up. She did it. She let the public. She let the public push her to that. But that just shows she really didn't like Simon like that. That's why you got to stick to your first mind when you do your readings. They're breaking up. So this talks about the relationship. There's no hope to rebuild it at this point. There was a small window of hope, but there's no hope to rebuild it at this point. Too much has been said and done, right? Moving on. Moving on. You say you don't care about girl, right? This is Celebrity Channel. What the hell is you? Tiffany, I appreciate you though, girl. But this is Celebrity Channel. It's amazing when I see, I'm not fussing at you, but it's amazing how I see people saying, they get on the shade room. Why are we talking about this, people? It's a blog channel. It's a blog. Why are we discussing these people? It's a blog. Why are we talking about these celebrities? This is a celebrity entertainment news type of channel. But I appreciate you coming to see me, though. I do. I really do. I really do. And I'll be honest, I do respect that. I do respect that people, I love entertainment news. I love being nosy. So this is why I do it. I could never I would never do a channel that I enjoy. But this shows that to rebuild the relationship, it's kind of like, that's a no. And then this shows them moving on. Just moving on. Regretful but necessary transition. All right? Bye-bye. I'm sick of y'all too. All right. So, give me the energy around, Simon. Is he really what is he really thinking about everything that's happening with him and Porsha? Simon, because he sure be going toe to toe, getting all indignant in the in the chat. And give me the energy around Simon. How does he feel? The only reason why he's not with Porsha is because Portia's not with him. Right? He has the lover's card for her. And the only reason why he's not with Porsha is because Portia's not with him. Period. Right? This is a forced situation. Forced. Right? Also, no control. He has no control over this. She's forced this situation. Guess why she's forced it? Over judgment. Porsha, one of those people, she get embarrassed. It's a real Southern type person. Oh, child, ain't gonna affect me. You got to go. That judgment, right? That negative talk, right? That just took her right out the relationship. She's out of there, right? So if he could, he would be back with Porsha, right? He feels like it's not in his control. The Nine of Cups could represent a person who could be smug in reverse. Smug. Um, he could have a certain how he comes across smug, and it can make you feel like he's unfeeling, but just know he still does have feelings for Porsha, right? He has no control over it, right? I really feel like she really didn't she talked to him. Like this is a card of negotiation. This is a card of communicating, but this like negotiations fell through. I do feel like he would be with her if she would allow it. She didn't really like that man like that. All right, so that's on Porsha and Simon. I think we are done with everybody that's literally on the thumbnail. We had Young Miami. Let me see. Let's see. Don't forget to check out that Sean Kingston reading. Yeah, we talked about everybody that's on the thumbnail. Actually, we did Young Miami and Diddy. We did Chrisean and Blueface, and then we did Porsha and Simon. You respect me? Oh, thank you. I appreciate that. Yeah, I appreciate y'all. Listen, I appreciate y'all. Porsha Cancer energy gives you, if you embarrass me, my family, I'm out. Yep. Are the city girls done for good? Give the energy around the city girls. This is going to tie back to your Miami. Are they done for good? See how that all played out with them after we did the reading, like them, like everything kind of fell out. Like I was like, damn. Give me the energy around city girls. Are they done for good? New beginnings with their work. This feels like dissatisfaction. She mentioned that. Feel like they've already done with all that they could do. They're disconnected from it. I could see them doing stuff in the future, but I don't think it'll ever be like the city girls the way we knew it. You know how Beyonce would go back and forth with Destiny's Child a little bit. I could see them coming back together, but for the most part, this feels like they're just kind of like going their different ways, right? But don't. This is a temporary vision, temporary something they could do temporarily. So if you see them together doing something down the road, don't be surprised by that. But it may not be like we're back together for good. It may be like we're touching some project, we're doing something together, but we're not. You know what I'm saying? But I feel like this star card is indicating to us that they're not gonna be the same city girls. We talked about JT gonna have the most success out of the two of them. I hope y'all remember that. So this is the end of the road for me. Thank you so much for allowing me to read for you guys. Cardi B and Bia. Let me say this, Cardi B. Before I say that, how many people believe that Bia and Cardi B look alike? Put a 1 in the chat if you feel they look like. All right, I think I'm back. I'm trying to save this live stream. All right, am I back? Am I back? Am I back? Okay. So, listen, the live is trying to cut off. We're going to end it here. I may come back tomorrow. I'm not going to promise that. I will talk to y'all later. Like, comment, subscribe, share if you care. I want to save this live stream, so I don't want it to cut off. Don't forget you can book with me at BlueNolaTarot.com, BlueNolaTarot.com. Take care. Bye-bye. And we're out.